Welcome to the Paycheck to Passion Top Tips video podcast, where we bring you the best advice for everyday entrepreneurs from our podcast interviewees. So what's on the show today then, Meredith?
Okay, so I'm really happy. Today we are interviewing my coach, Therese Skelly of happyinbusiness.com. And Therese is an expert in teaching people to get over the mental blocks they have against selling or against not thinking they're worth enough in their business. Can you give me your best 5 tips for someone who's just starting out to create a business that makes them money fairly quickly, yet serves them at the same time?
The reason you create a business that doesn't serve you is because you don't own your value enough to have boundaries. So that means you don't charge enough and you don't set time limits. Like, think about it. Like, I do not work at night. I don't work early morning and I don't work on weekends. But in the early days, I'd be like, you want to see me? 2 a.m? Sure. You know what I mean? Not quite that bad. Yeah. But when you were just starting out, you're really hungry and you're desiring it so bad that you give up too much. So I would say, figure out what your schedule is. And if it's like, I don't start before 10 and I leave at 4, that's it. Clients will come. But if you feel like I am desperate, I got to get anybody in the door, then it's going to be like, crap. Now I've spent a year doing this and I'm working Saturdays and Sundays and 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. Don't start that way. So that's number 1. Set your boundaries in the beginning. Number 2, make sure you have some vacation time. Like, one of the strategies is like, get a year calendar and go, I'm off this week, I'm off this week, I'm off this week, I'm off this week.
And you know, I want to add in, for all of you who are thinking of cheating on this and bringing your laptop, don't.
I know, guilty. I also would build in, this is where I got messed up as well, there's the distinction between working in the business versus working on the business. And working in the business is seeing clients, doing the work, that stuff. The working on the business is doing the writing, doing the marketing, doing the networking, doing the phone calls, doing whatever. And if you don't book time for that, it either doesn't happen or it happens in my case, it would happen at, after the kids went to bed at 11 p.m. So I used to have what was called Marketing Mondays. And I would take Monday off and I'm like, okay, that's my day to do my newsletters or my writing or whatever. You have to build that in. Another one, get help. Get help. After I figured it out, after I finally had the breakdown, I'm like, okay, I need help. Even when I struggled financially, even when I was at the lowest income, I always had virtual assistants. Part of it is because I'm like a toddler with technology. I just don't even know how to do it. It's like, y'all are so competent. I'm like, oh, that is not a good thing, that you can do your own website. See, I suck at it, so I have to hire it out. But the exquisite part of it today is I have more than any of my colleagues. They look at me like, damn, you outsource everything. And yeah, I do. But you start where you are. If you can only get, okay, if I could have a person only do my newsletter or only put these names in a database or only do some follow, just allot $50 or $100, because that's putting you in the direction of, this is a business and I'm not the grunt that's doing everything. You have to, you start out like mastering your craft. And then the next phase is, how do I be a business owner? How do I think like a business owner? And I'm sorry, Bill Gates isn't scrubbing floors. You want to think like, if I was a business owner instead of the technician, so let's say you're a chiropractor. Your hands on the patients, that's you thinking, that's you being a chiropractor. But if you were to run a chiropractic business, that's a whole other way of thinking. So I want you to start thinking and that's the next phase. So you got to master your craft. And then you move into, and that's where people get slammed, Meredith, is like, crap, okay, I'm getting these clients, but I'm so burned out because I'm doing everything myself. So start by looking at places that you can outsource and get some help.
Thank you for listening. If you would like more, then all our episodes are available on iTunes or on our website at paychecktopassion.com. There you can find additional resources, you can ask us a question, or just get in touch. See you next time.